So has anyone noticed how the spy balloon story keeps popping up? Don't get me wrong, it's intriguing. I reacted to it, but it keeps popping up. I feel like it's a distraction, trying to get us distracted from what we're seeing every day, all day in our skies. Just a thought I had. That I just needed to get that out real quick to y'all. All right? But we're gonna get to some of the craziness. So, you know how this goes. Question everything. You should. And remember, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get to it.
Freaky. Is your phone picking it up?
Yeah, it is.
Is it one yours? I can't see. That is weird AF. Huh. Where'd it go? It's there. It's on the other side of the phone. So freaky.
So are we supposed to call that a spy balloon? And if so, why is it still up, especially after the information we received about what those spy balloons contained? So if it's not taken down, we have to assume it's not a spy balloon, right? So then what is that?
Oh, the circuit? That looks insane. What is that,
It's not
bro?
the light because you would have seen the like the beam.
Bro, there's nothing here.
Like the outline of we're downtown. We would have seen it.
We are downtown. Oh, the circuit?
I hate that they use that music at the beginning because I feel like they try to use that to downplay what people are seeing. Like they're gonna try all kind of tactics to make people feel like they're crazy and something's wrong with them. You cannot let the tactics get to you.
Did y'all hear was another plane crash here in Georgia last night? There was a plane crash here in Georgia at about 11 o'clock last night in Covington, Georgia. It was a private plane. 2 people were unalived. And then I went over to the other site to see how many planes have actually fallen out of the sky. And there's actually, it was 15, and today made 16. Today is February the 16th. That means a plane has literally fallen out of the sky damn near every day. We haven't even heard about them all. I think this was like the 7th one I've heard about. But it's been 15 planes that have had some type of crash. And it's like now it's a normal thing. Like we get so accustomed to things being normal, like we can normalize anything. So now we are literally normalizing planes falling out of the sky. Okay, I'm just checking, but here's the article.
Airport just before 11:30 last night after getting a call about a single-engine plane that took off after 11. Police say there was no communication with that plane after takeoff, and they found it in the woods just north of the runway. We know 2 people on board that plane died at the scene. The Federal Aviation Administration and the National Transportation Safety Board are now investigating.
Did y'all hear was...
Crazy thing is, I've heard different numbers. Her number is actually low compared to the number I've heard. So I don't know what the actual number is of the amount of planes that wrecks and planes that are falling out of the sky and different things. I don't know, but it's just crazy when you even think about it. The number is just mind blowing. And I agree with her, man. We're like normalizing this type of a tragedy. And I don't understand why. It's the same thing with everything in the sky. We've normalized that now.
So you're telling me when he's auditing the Social Security system that these are the amount of numbers that we're spending. So I'm gonna go down and let you kind of read this in the age bucket. So people between 110 and 119 years old are getting 3.8 million. 120 to 129 years old, 3.4 million. 130 to 139 years old are getting 3.9 million. 140 to 149 years old, 3.5 million. And 150 to 159, 1.3 million. I don't know anyone that's over 120 years old or even less. There's not that many people that are getting that Social Security in those age brackets. So if we had a proficient government who was auditing and doing their job, that's a lot of money going to false accounts. That is not okay. These numbers are definitely fraud. If you are not awake yet, America, what is wrong with you? So you're telling me.
Now, let's go to the chart, right? Let me see if I can.
120 to 100.
Here we go. All right. Now, I don't think that's the dollar amount per se that they're receiving. I think that's the actual number of people receiving that much. Like, so 1.3, is it 1.3 receiving between the eight? I don't know. I might have it wrong too. But either way, 150 to 159 years old. How many people are there? I've done a few videos on the oldest living people in the world, and it's not that many over 100 or 110 or 120. So you mean to tell me 190 through 199, 180 through 199, that many people are receiving Social Security funds? Like, no. This what you're witnessing is corruption. What you're seeing is them pretty much stealing from us. Saying, oh, your money's going here and here and here, and it's actually going somewhere else. It's probably funneled through this into somebody else's pockets.
Yo. What the
Oh my God.
If y'all ain't got no power, we can't get out.
My leg.
Bro, this happened in Atlanta here recently. Can you imagine with everything going on and you're sitting in a restaurant? One of them was Fogo de Chao, which is a Brazilian steakhouse restaurant, right? Imagine sitting in there and you're eating and you're trying to take your mind off of all the craziness going on in the world. And then all of a sudden the lights go out. And you think to yourself, oh my God, what has just happened now? What is happening now? Has it begun? It's begun. Whatever is going on, it's begun. Like, bro, this year alone is going to make a lot of us crazy.
So Mark is upset that people who work for him are leaking their internal conversations. So like probably the team-wide meetings, you know, things that go out over email that are team-wide, company-wide meetings. The details of these meetings are being leaked. Well, you do run a social media platform. You do run a communications platform. So it's a given that anything that you say, especially to a crowd full of people who work for said social media platform, are going to talk to people about it. You know? Here he says, we try to be really open and then everything I say leaks. The 40-year-old billionaire told Meta's more than 70,000 employees in an all-hands meeting. Okay. But within a few hours, Zuckerberg's remarks at the staff meeting were also leaked. gosh, that's crazy. I mean, he needs a better PR person. He needs crisis people at his company. He needs someone that's basically gonna say, these are the things that you can say to your team that you are okay with leaking to the public and to the press. These are the things you just don't tell them, or you only tell a select few, because there's no way to know who's leaking what. So people are just going to be doing this, and there's no way to stop it. Oh my gosh, so it gets even more strict. He then warned that Meta would take appropriate action, including termination, against anyone who was caught leaking, and claimed that several staffers have already been fired for doing so. That's horrible. You know what this is about?
Hostile work environment. You have just now created a hostile work environment. See, that's why you can't hire nobody like me. I'd be around there and be like, nope, I'm in fear. This is not a comfortable place or environment to work in. Don't do that to me. Stress levels are up now. I'm losing weight. My face is breaking out. I'm stressed all the time. Yeah, I can't do my job adequately. See what you lead people to be like?
This is about Meta not being number one, and you being scared that these leaks are causing you to somehow lose in performance or value share in terms of the company. Listen, whatever's being leaked is not helping you surpass TikTok or beat TikTok in terms of retention. I personally believe there just needs to be a redo of Facebook and Instagram. The people are already there. I mean, the people are there. Just make the apps better. Compete, you know? Nothing wrong with a good old-fashioned competition. Make a better platform. Maybe people don't have enough to do at Meta. Maybe they're bored. Maybe there's nothing for them to do, so they leak information. Keep them busy. What do you guys think?
I think he'll never, ever be able to keep things from being leaked. I don't care how many times you threaten them. It's gonna get leaked. Like she said in the beginning, you have a social media platform and people work for you, work for this platform and different things. And this is the way they communicate and do. Bro, it's always gonna get leaked. I'm sorry. It's just the way it works there, Zuckerberg.
Gene editing is now officially in our meat industry. Lobbyists for the cattlemen and pork associations in several states have confirmed that they will be using the mRNA COVID vaccines on their livestock. Attorney Tom Renz has been warning that there is no law requiring anyone to give informed consent for vaccine food. There are no laws requiring anyone to tell you the food you are buying has been vaxxed with the spike protein clot shot. The UK recently passed into law the Genetic Technology Precision Breeding Bill. The bill amends the Environmental Protection Act of 1990 to exclude references to precision-bred organisms so far as they relate to marketing. Precision-bred organism is another term for gene-edited. So now in the UK, food that's been gene-edited can be legally marketed as non-GMO. And if this UK gene-edited meat makes its way to America, it can be labeled non-GMO here as well. And so long as it's butchered in America, it can be labeled product of USA. The fake alternative meat being pushed by Bill Gates and others is made of immortal cell lines.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to try that with the newest generation of people that probably are still babies and things like that, to where they don't know what it's like to have real food, quote unquote, whatever that is, by the way, but didn't grow up eating what we eat. For you to think you're gonna be able to convert us into this lab-grown, artificially, like, I just don't see myself converting. I don't know. I can't speak for everybody else. I just don't see it. I'm going to always probably stick to what I've known and just try to do better at it. But this stuff now, it's scary. It's scary. So yeah, y'all probably have a better chance with the newest generations of ones who probably aren't even crawling yet. If you have it up and running by the time they get older to where that's all they will know, you might have a better shot.
mRNA vaccines have reached the pork industry, and here's what they're not telling you. So all across the U.S., pork can be vaccinated with the mRNA vaccine and not be labeled on the packages that you are buying in the grocery store. So we have no idea what pork has been vaccinated, what pork hasn't been. My best advice to get around this is find a great local pork dealer, go directly through them. And as always, guys, buy American and buy local.
A 7 on Your Side story about a new type of ATM fraud has exploded on the internet. Scammers using glue and the ATM tap feature have been draining bank accounts.
Yeah, now more victims have come forward saying it happened to them as well. I know I've been telling people about it, Michael. This story's really struck a nerve.
Everywhere I go, people are talking about this. It's amazing. And look, this scam has so many moving parts. It starts with thieves pouring glue into the card reader. That forces consumers to use the tap function, setting up a domino effect.
That guy scammed me last night at the ATM machine.
Pamela Bongiorno showed us how thieves got her money at this ATM.
I inserted my card. It didn't work.
A man in line told her she could tap her card instead, and it worked. She got her cash, walked off, but the next day, a shock.
Why is my account almost $1,000 less?
She found 3 more withdrawals on her account, $940 gone.
I'm like, that happened to me.
Stephanie Berry was amazed to see our story about Pamela and Rob Bell.
I didn't think anything of it. I thought he was just using the ATM.
And Justin Sindelar.
My initial reaction was, wait a second. I definitely did not withdraw that much money.
All used the tap feature at this ATM. All found their accounts drained after they left.
I was so mad. I was like, that happened to me. I knew I should have called 7 on Your Side when it happened.
Stephanie says she tapped her phone at that ATM to withdraw $20, then hurried off because a man was lurking nearby.
But I didn't know if he was being a creep or what he was doing.
Seconds later, a fraud alert on her phone. Did she just withdraw $600? She replied no, but a little too late. $400 was already gone.
And he said, it'll work. I just got money from there. You have to tap it.
The card reader didn't work when Gary Lee used that ATM. Then a man nearby insisted on helping.
He grabbed my card. Somebody behind me said, it'll work.
The stranger tapped Gary's card for him. Gary got his cash, walked off. The next day, all but $5 was gone.
They put glue in the card reader of the ATM machines.
The bank manager told Pamela that scammers pour glue into the slot so victims have to tap. By tapping, the transaction window stays open even after the cash comes out. So, if a customer walks off without closing the window, a thief can simply step up and make more withdrawals. Chase said customers should wait for this screen. Do you want to do something else? Click no to close out the session.
I think I closed it, but you know what? Maybe I left it open.
Bank managers told victims the scam has been ongoing since last fall. Yet, Chase rejected all of their claims, saying they authorized the transactions.
Why would I make 4 transactions in one day?
The investigator from Chase just made me feel so icky. Oh, how do we know you didn't steal it? Why would I steal my own money?
I just felt real betrayed.
You know, I'm not going to take no for an answer.
Pamela filed her claim 4 times before Chase replaced her money. But after our inquiries, the bank did refund all of the victims in this report, telling us we have credited our customers in full and are taking additional steps to protect patrons.
A 7 on Your Side story about a new type of...
That's scary. So let's go back to normalizing going inside the bank and getting your money. Let's stop using these ATMs, especially if people are around. Or if you're gonna have to, or by any chance you just have to use the ATM, then make sure you close it out. Everybody's in a rush nowadays, I get it. So you're trying to get your money and get to where you're trying to get to use the money. I get it, but take that extra few seconds and make sure, the stress that is going to be caused by all of these things and the rounds you're going to have to go with these banks isn't worth it. Go back. Let's start going back inside. Take that extra few steps and go inside, wait in line, and get your money so you know it's at least a little bit safer.
Yeah, Joseph Sheriff couldn't believe what was happening to him. He knows card counting is perfectly legal, so he took out a cell phone and started recording when a gaming agent detained him and even threatened to arrest him.
I'm going to go review the videos. If the videos show that you were committing a crime by cheating or counting cards, you will have a warrant for your arrest.
This cell phone video was taken next to the Ameristar Casino in Blackhawk back in October of 2021.
That's not allowed.
Counting cards is a warrant for my arrest.
It is a form of fraudulent activity in the state of Colorado.
Actually, that's not true. Colorado law states that a player may use their own unrecorded mental acuity while playing blackjack and other card table games, which is why 34-year-old Joseph Sheriff started recording when he was stopped by a Colorado Gaming Commission agent.
You're saying I could be arrested for counting cards
for fraudulent activity
in the state of Colorado, and you're a police officer and you witnessed that?
Yep.
Police officer in the city of Blackhawk, yes.
Because Joseph Sheriff lives in Georgia, we interviewed him at his sister station, where he recounted his visit to the Ameristar Casino nearly 2 years ago.
Joseph, how bad is it that two different law enforcement agencies, cops from two different agencies, didn't seem to know Colorado law?
Right.
Listen, I didn't even know. Man, when he said it, I was like, what? In the beginning, see, this is why we gotta know, bro. I wonder how this turns out.
Yeah, that's what was so shocking.
This is video the problem solvers obtained through court filings that shows Sheriff playing blackjack at the Ameristar. He says he was actually down $4,000 when he says a manager asked to take his ID to a back room. Sheriff says the casino manager would not let him cash out nearly $2,000 in chips if he didn't comply. Instead, he left, needing to catch a flight home.
And also, you guys refused to cash me out? Did you hear about that?
That I have nothing, I don't know anything about.
They wouldn't let me cash my chips out.
Yeah, Joseph Sheriff couldn't believe what was happening to him.
I need to know the end of that story there, bro. Because it says card counting lawsuit, so he filed. I gotta find that one there. I wonder how that goes. And if he won, you know they changed things up quickly.
Most is still the gift that keeps on giving. There's a lot here. I think it's about 5 years old now. There's still loads to look at.
Doge and Elon Musk are pulling up on NASA, and I cannot wait to see how much money they cut from NASA's budget. Cannot wait. I am so elated. I am so happy. I've been waiting for this for years. For years. I know Elon Musk don't believe in flat earth or the firmament. He got SpaceX and he talking about going to Mars. I know he ain't about that. But cutting the funding for NASA and cutting them out, I'm for that. 2023 NASA's budget was $25 billion and 5.6% increase from 2022. 2024 NASA's budget was $24.875 billion at 2% decrease from 2023. 2025 NASA's budget request, it was $7.6 billion for deep space exploration systems. So, they bumped it all the way down to 7.6 million, but I hope you guys get $10. I hope you guys get $10. $22 billion a year and what? For what? The Van Allen belt you can't cross. The firmament you can't cross. You can't leave this place. What are you talking about? What do you need all that money for? For glitter? For glitter? We know what you're up to. We know what you're up to. Doge and Elon.
All right, y'all, be careful. I don't know about this one. I don't know if I'm hopping on the ride with y'all about this one because we were just talking about an asteroid possibly hitting in what, 7-8 years or something like that? What is it, 2032? Yeah, you want them to be on top of that, don't you? Yeah, I don't know if I'm rocking with y'all on this one. We'll see. We'll see what Doge finds and the information they bring back and different things like that before we just jump the gun, because I need them paying attention on what could possibly destroy this planet.
现在2号机是锁起门的。对，就是这的。
Well, let's see how long it takes you to find me. Thank you very much. Let's go.
See, this is like the movies be saying, what they call it in the movies, the eye in the sky. The eye in the sky. And they just start scanning and being, man, please. Privacy what? Privacy where? Ain't no more privacy.
我们可以追溯到说，出现每一张脸都可以对应说他的身份证，以及他所经过，比方说在过去1周，我们回溯他的行经路程，我们也做了像人和车的匹配。那同时在人上匹配，还包括亲属关系匹配，然后是你经常接触人员之间匹配。就是当摄像机布到或者我们传感器布到一定密度的时候，其实我们会经常知道你跟谁经常在一起。
Well, here we are then. I've just got out of the car, close to the city centre, and for the purposes of this exercise, the plan is for me to start walking in the direction of the bus station. My image has already been flagged to the authorities as a suspect, and in theory, it should only be a matter of time. So already on this bridge, I can see 1, 2, 3 CCTV cameras. Of course, there's no point hiding from them. Just keep on walking.
可以呢，不一定非要从门里头通过，他就站在。哎，对，就是这的，就是这的。对，就是这的。
Uh-oh. Right behind me, you can see just over my left shoulder there. Hello, guys. I've been expecting.
Surrounded them quick, didn't they? Boy, they are on you quick. Now, my only question to this would be if somebody's wearing a mask, to which I guess that makes you suspicious anyway. So you're possibly gonna already be approached because you're wearing a mask. So, like, for crime, this might be good. For privacy, I know y'all not gonna like this.
Expecting you. Oh, maybe these guys aren't in on the joke.
那么对平民老百姓，是老百姓需要帮助的时候，我们才会录入这套系统。那他不需要帮助的这种情况，那么我们是不需要采集他的信息的。那这种信息只是在我们大数据里面有他的信息就行了。那在什么时候使用，是根据我们的需要来做这项工作的。
If you have nothing to hide, you have nothing to fear.
对，是这样。所以说，老百姓应该不用担心。
你觉得为什么他
摄像头？
对，
因为现在民怨沸腾，就是它真正的用来预防犯罪的效果很少，反对的、不同意见的。让我觉得每天你都感觉到有一只眼睛盯着你，一只无心的眼睛，不管你干什么事儿，你总是有所顾忌。高科技为那个警察维稳提供了方便，所以他们的思路如果不改变，对这么一些意见人士，然后进行监控，可能是起了更大的作用。
Would it worry you to know that your every move, your every association was being watched? Does that change something fundamental? honestly, I won't feel very comfortable. There's a certain level of discomfort. First, I think technology by itself is a tool for human being, just like a weapon. If it is in the wrong hands, like in a terrorist hands, it might do very bad things, right? But government do develop weapons. I think there are reasons that technology keep advancing, like artificial intelligence. It can be applied to do a lot of good things.
Everyone says they want a safer world. Is this what a safer world look like? Fellas and ladies won't be no cheating. They gonna have you. They gonna have you. There won't be no sneaking around. Like, is this, and y'all know it's on its way here. It's just a matter of time. So you need to go ahead and prepare yourself for this one.